So, we did it, guys. Last week in week 7 of the PPL, we said we were going to come out and we were going to beat the Portland Timbers, and we did exactly that. We beat the Portland Timbers. And now everyone will finally know that the Nottingham Forest curse can actually win matches. But apparently, I've heard it through the grapevine, or through YouTube comments, that isn't good enough. People are saying that the only reason we won was because the Portland Timbers messed up. It wasn't our skill that made us win. It was the Portland Timbers that let us win. I'm not having any of that. I'm not having any of that. Now, we can't go back to week 7 and make it a more decisive or convincing victory over the Portland Timbers, but what we can do is we look forward to this week, week 8 of the PPL. This week we're facing the Tottenham Hotspurr, coached by Donphanatic. He's the founder of the PPL. And he's been on something of a losing streak. He's lost the last 2 matches. Why don't we try and make that a hat-trick? We'll try and make it so the Tottenham Hotspurr lose 3 games in a row. Might seem a little harsh, but it's what we have to do. Now, despite our win last week, we're still in 7th place on the table. We haven't moved anywhere. So how do we get in the top half? We keep winning. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to face the Tottenham Hotspurr, and we are going to win this week. We can't afford not to. And not only are we going to win, we have to win big. We will win big against the Tottenham Hotspurr because we have the team for it. We have the strategies, we know what we're doing, and we can take down the Tottenham Hotspurr. He's been talking big, talking smack on us, saying he's not scared of us. You are naive. You are ignorant. We have the team to take you down, and we will take you down. We have to pick up a big win this week to finally make people believe in the Nottingham Forest curse. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So Jack, Donphanatic, when you say you're not scared, you better be. Because we have the team, we have the strategies, we have the ways to take you down, and that is exactly what we're going to do. Week 8 of the PPL will be a bloodbath. Believe it. What's up, interweb? Raikkonen here, and welcome to week number 8 of the PPL. Now, as you heard, we're playing the Tottenham Hotspurr, coached by Donphanatic. This is going to be a very, very tough match, but I'm really hoping we can pull off the win here. I feel like I prepped pretty well, not as confident as I want to be, or as I made out to be in the pre-game speech, but we'll see how we do. So I'm going to go ahead and get right on with the team breakdown. As always, if you guys don't want to hear me ramble about my team for too long, then you can click the annotation on the screen right now to skip you ahead to the battle itself. Now, we're going to take a look at the Tottenham Hotspurr and see what he can be bringing. Oh lord, this is so threatening. Okay, so the potential Pokemon that Donphanatic can be bringing to this match are Mega Alakazam, Togekiss, Empoleon, Durant, Cresselia, Terrakion, Raikou, Chandelure, and Tangrowth. Now, Togekiss was a trade he did recently. He got rid of Salamence and brought in Togekiss, which was a pretty good acquisition on his part, I'd say. And it's very problematic for my team. Togekiss puts in a number on my team. So that's his potential Pokemon. Let's get into what I'm bringing. So, the first Poke I am bringing on this team is Horcrux the Spiritomb. Now, I know last week I said I traded in Rhyperior for Miltank, but the other Poke I was considering trading in was Spiritomb. Now, I'm really happy I didn't do that, because Spiritomb actually does something very important in this match, which is it takes on Mega Alakazam. 100% takes it on, because this Spiritomb is holding the Roselli Berry with the Infiltrator as its ability with Sucker Punch, Shadow Sneak, Pain Split, and Pursuit. Max HP, max attack, Adamant with 4 in special defense. Now, This guy is a switch-in for Mega Alakazam. The highest damaging move Mega Alakazam can do to me is Dazzling Gleam, which is why I'm holding the Roselli Berry. Roselli Berry weakens super effective Fairy-type moves. Dazzling Gleam is a super effective Fairy-type move. And a max special attack modest Mega Alakazam does a max of, I think it's 35% to my Spiritomb. Spiritomb OHKOs Mega Alakazam with a Sucker Punch. Straight up OHKOs it. He can't substitute on me because I have Infiltrator. Infiltrator bypasses substitutes. If he wants to substitute on the switch, absolutely fantastic. I can spam Sucker Punch until he attacks me and then I will kill him. If he wants to switch out, if I predict him to switch, then I can go for a Pursuit, which will bypass the substitute, and it will kill him. So this is what Spiritomb is here for. It's here to take on Mega Alakazam, and it has to. And it will take on Mega Alakazam because it's an absolute beast. And Sucker Punch also OHKOs Chandelure, which is really cool. Its main purpose is to take on Mega Alakazam, but if that's already been taken care of, if I can get, you know, HP back, or I can just have a free switch into Chandelure, I can Sucker Punch it in the face and I will kill it, which is awesome. So Spiritomb can definitely put in a little bit of work this match. Its main purpose is for Mega Alakazam, because otherwise Mega Alakazam is a bit of a problem. It's just a nice switch-in for it, because otherwise I don't really have one, because it is too powerful and too quick. So it can be very problematic, but I feel like this could be the way to deal with it. So that is Horcrux the Spiritomb. Next up, I am bringing ERB the Hippowdon. Now this is a physically defensive, I'm clicking on the wrong things, this is a physically defensive Hippowdon with the Smooth Rock, Sandstream as his ability with Slack Off, Roar, Stealth Rock and Earthquake, max HP, max defense, Impatient 4 and attack. This guy can really put in some work against Jack's team, and he is mainly there for Stealth Rock. Stealth Rocks are going to be really important in this match. Simply because they wear down the Chandelure, they wear down Togekiss, which is a big thing I need to wear down, and it just, you know, helps break potential sashes. It just helps wear things down. Things don't want to switch as much, so that's going to be really important for me to start to wear down his team a little bit. Slack Off is there to get HP back. Roar is there if he wants to start setting up with things like Cresselia on my Hippowdon. I'm not going to be having any of that, and I will roar him straight out. Because otherwise, Cresselia completely walls me because it has Levitate and I can't touch it with an Earthquake. So that's pretty much what Hippowdon's there for. Earthquake's just a nice stab, and it's super effective on Terrakion as well. Terrakion can't really do much to my Hippowdon unless it's Choice Banded. If it's Life Orb, I'm pretty sure it does less than half with a close combat, which is absolutely ridiculous. So Hippowdon, calm the hell down. You need to, like, stop being so bulky. It's pretty ridiculous. So that is what Hippowdon's there to do. Also, it can take on Durant really well. And if I could have 5 moves on this guy, I'd also put Fire Fang for Durant. But I just could not put it on this Hippowdon. I needed the other moves really important to keep Slack Off, to keep Roars, to keep Stealth Rocks and Earthquake. So I needed those moves really. So that is ERP the Hippowdon. And of course, if I'm bringing the Sand, you know who's coming next. The next Pokemon I'm bringing is Guacamole the Excadrill with Life Orb, with Sand Rush. With max attack, max speed, adamant, 4 and special defense, with Swords Dance, Iron Head, Earthquake, and X-Scissor. Now, Excadrill absolutely destroys Donphanatic's team. Absolutely destroys it. I even have Kalos that I don't have on me right now because I'm not organized. Basically, Excadrill completely destroys Donphanatic's team if I'm in the sand. If I'm in the sand, then I get in Excadrill. If I can get up a Swords Dance, which if he's going to switch out on my Excadrill, he may very well do, I can get up a Swords Dance. I can also set up a Swords Dance on Cresselia because the max damage it can do to me if it's not boosted is, I think, 40% with an HP Fire, so I can set up a Swords Dance. I will OHKO every single Pokemon on his team, and I am guaranteed to outspeed everything in the sand. His fastest Scarfer cannot outspeed me. Anything that does not have any speed boost will not outspeed Excadrill in the sand, and I am guaranteed to OHKO every single Pokemon on his team except for Cresselia, which I can do, I think, 82% to it with an X-Scissor. That's a +2. If I'm at neutral, I LOKO everything on his team apart from Tangrowth. I have a chance to LOKO Durant, which is guaranteed after rocks, and I think obviously Cresselia as well. And I think that's it. I'm guaranteed to LOKO everything else with one of my moves. Excadrill, calm down. You're too good. And if... I just need to get Excadrill in safely. I'm not going to be reckless with him. I'm not going to switch him in unnecessarily. But if it comes to late game and I can get an Excadrill in the sand, I'm guaranteed to outspeed everything on his team, and I will LOKO everything if I need to. And that is why Stealth Rocks are going to be really important. They'll wear down the things that I can't LOKO, like Cresselia, like Tangrowth. So I don't even need a Swords Dance. I can just go straight, boom, and I will LOKO everything on his team. So I'm really, really excited, and I think, and I hope, Excadrill can put in the finest of work in this match. I really, really need him to, because he is the biggest hitter on my team, and he needs to take out those mons. That is what Excadrill was here for. He's there to just rip apart the Tottenham Hotspur. So that is Guacamole the Excadrill. Now on top of that power, I'm also bringing my next mon, which is Fire Monkey the Infernape. And this is holding a Choice Scarf with Iron Fist as its ability with Mach Punch, Stone Edge, Fire Punch, and U-Turn. Max Attack, Max Speed, Jolly, with 4 in Special Defense. Now, the reason I'm bringing a Choice Scarf is because I want to outspeed as many things as possible. And there are 3 things on his team that are potential problems for Infernape without a Scarf. And that is Terrakion, because it's a Speed type, and if he's Scarfed, he will outspeed me. That is Durant, which outspeeds me by 1 point. It's base 109, and Infernape is base 108. And Raikou, which is base 115. Now, those 3 things can be very problematic for Infernape. Although, Terrakion not so much, because I do have Mach Punch, which does not LOKO, but it does a lot of damage. Durant is a problem because Infernape is frail and will not take even resisted hits like Iron Head. With a Hustle boost, he will not be taking that. And then Raikou can obviously absolutely destroy an Infernape. So I wanted to outspeed as many things as possible. I have to scout out what his Scarfer could be, because potentially he could be bringing a Scarfer that I naturally outspeed, like Chandelure or Togekiss. I outspeed it when I'm Scarfed. So the only things that could potentially outspeed Infernape would be a Scarfed Raikou or a Scarfed Durant, and it would be a Speed type with a Scarfed Terrakion, which wouldn't matter too much because I'm going to go for a Mach Punch on a Terrakion. So that's why I wanted to bring the Scarf, was to outspeed as many things as possible. I have the Mach Punch for Terrakion, I have the Stone Edge for Chandelure and for Togekiss. I have the Fire Punch for Durant mainly, and I also have U-Turn for that Switch Initiative. Also is the most damaging move on Mega Alakazam, and I do outspeed Mega Alakazam. Even Max Speed Timid, I outspeed it, and I have a Fire for U-Turn, which does like 80%, I'm pretty sure. Ridiculous. So that is Fire Monkey the Infernape, there to punch some holes, gain some initiative, wear things down to the point where I can get an Excadrill and sweep everything up. You can also come to, if for some reason Excadrill dies, Infernape can be used late game to try and clean up things at the end as well. So that is what Infernape is there for. Now, the next poke I am bringing on this team is Altaria, the Mega Altaria. Now, originally I was also going to go with the Dragon Dance Mega Altaria, and then I realized it was so unnecessary because I already have a Scarf Infernape and a Sandrush Excadrill. So I just did not want to bring even more ridiculous power when I don't have that much bulk. As it is, I need switch-ins for things, and yeah, it was a big problem for several switch-ins on his team. There was so much power on his team, things like Terrakion and Durant and Togekiss and things like that, that I just didn't have switch-ins for that I needed to cover. So I brought in Mega Altaria with the Altaria Knight, with Natural Cure as his ability, and then Pixelate once it Mega evolves, with Roost, Earthquake, Hyper Voice, and Flamethrower, Max HP, Max Special Defense, Calm Nature, and yes, that does minus his attack, but it doesn't matter because Earthquake still 2-hit KOs Chandelure, which is what it's there for. Now, this guy is here to wall his special attackers, and his main special attackers will be things like Chandelure, which can't touch me. There will be things like Togekiss, which can touch me with a Dazzling Gleam, which is not good. There's also other mons that I'm now currently forgetting, like... Oh no, this is all going wrong. All going wrong, guys. There's also things like Cresselia, which can, if it's boosted, it can potentially touch me, but Raikou can't touch me, Chandelure can't touch me. So there's those main things. And Tangrowth, potentially, if it's special, you know, might be able to take hit or two with this Altaria, and I can fire things back. I can keep it healthy and just wear things down, force switches, and I can fire off Earthquakes on Chandelure and Terrakion if it comes to it, although I don't know why to Earthquake Terrakion when I can Hyper Voice it. I can Hyper Voice things like Terrakion, as I said. Hyper Voice is also my most damaging move on most pokes. Hyper Voice does just less than a Flamethrower on a Tangrowth, so if, you know, he wants to switch in Tangrowth on a Hyper Voice, then great. That's still going to be doing a hell of a lot of damage. And Flamethrower is there for Durant, because otherwise Durant is a problem. A big problem, because it is very speedy. If it gets up one Hone Claws, that's not good. And, yeah, a +1 Iron Head is just going to absolutely destroy my team. Apart from Hippowdon, because Hippowdon can still take a Life Orb +1 Hustle Boosted Iron Head from a Durant. Hippowdon, calm down. Anyway, so that is why I brought a specially defensive Mega Altaria, because I have my physical bulk with Hippowdon. There were certain things like Terrakion and Durant, well, walls, things like Terrakion and Durant, and I think the special wallingness that Altaria can provide will be quite useful in this match. I can have some solid switch-ins with things like Chandelure, which can otherwise be potentially problematic. Now, the last poke on this team that I am bringing is Finley the Vaporeon, with the leftovers, with Water Absorb as its ability, with Wish, Scald, Protect, and Roar. Max HP, max special defense, Calm Nature, another special defensive wall. This guy is here to be a switch-in for Togekiss. Togekiss can't touch me, other than, I believe it is Magical Leaf? Grass Knot, one of the two, I think, is the most damaging move it can do, which does less than half, so I'm fine with that. And I can fire things back with Scalds. I can burn things. I can Scald things like Chandelure. If Chandelure is potentially, I don't know, Scarfed, if it's locked into a move like Shadow Ball or Flamethrower, I can go into Vaporeon. I can fire off the Scald, scare it out. I don't want to be staying in against an Energy Ball because that does way too much. But it's there to Wish Protect. It's there to Scald things, and it's there to roar things out that want to set up, like Cresselia. If Cresselia sets up, I lose, so I needed phasing. I needed more than one phaser, because if one of them goes down, I still need another one, because I do not want to be losing this. So, yeah, Vaporeon is there to soak up special hits, particularly from Togekiss, because otherwise I do not have a switch in for Togekiss. With the right coverage, it can absolutely destroy my team. It can Dazzling Gleam, Spiritomb, even though it's carrying the Roselli Berry. I want to save that for Mega Alakazam. It can Grass Knot the Hippowdon. It can Flamethrower the Excadrill. It can Air Slash the Infernape. It can Dazzling Gleam the Mega Altaria, but it can't do anything to Vaporeon. So, yeah, that is what Vaporeon is there for. Soak up those Togekiss hits and fire it back. I was considering running Ice Beam on this Vaporeon, specifically for Togekiss, but there wasn't much point considering that Scald does still a respectable amount of damage. It's not as much as Ice Beam, but still a respectable amount, and it can hit other mons on his team as well, because Ice Beam really doesn't do much for the rest of his team, so I just went with Scald instead. Again, if I'd had 5 moves, I would have put Ice Beam too, but I can't. So, that is my team that I am bringing against the Tottenham Hotspur, and I think I have it. As long as I'm the one on the offensive pressure, I will have this match. If I'm on the back foot and I have to play defensively, it's going to be a bit of an issue. That's why I have the U-turn on Infernape to gain the switches. I need to be able to put on the pressure on him and set up the sand and get an Excadrill, because I will be killing things as soon as possible. And one thing that he has said that he might do, or, you know, well, I guess taunted about, jokingly said, but he could very well do, is come in with Mega Alakazam and trace my Sand Rush, which is why I wanted to switch in the form of Spiritomb. Because he can trace my Sand Rush all he likes. I can go into Spiritomb, I'll still be able to eat up the Dazzling Gleam, and I will still be able to kill him with the Sucker Punch. So that doesn't really phase me too much. The problem with Spiritomb is the fact that I can't do that time and time again. The Roselli Berry is one use only, and if he switches out as I go for a Sucker Punch, then that's not good. But then if he stays in as I go for a Pursuit, then that's not good either, because he can potentially kill me with another move. So it's gonna be difficult to try and predict right with that, because I don't know whether he's gonna know about Infiltrator. I don't know whether he's just gonna stay in and try and go for a move. I don't know whether he predict the Sucker Punch. I don't know about... I just don't know what he's going to be thinking, so it's going to be very difficult for me to try and predict his move with his Mega Alakazam, but I will try my best. And at the end of the day, xKito still outspeeds that guy and OHKOs him, even if Spiritomb doesn't work. It's just a problem is that I don't have a switch in for that Mega Alakazam, so we will see how this goes. So I hope you guys enjoy this battle against the Tottenham Hotspur. I hope I'm going to, and I will see you guys very shortly in the match. Thank you very much for sticking through this team analysis. I'll see you guys in the match. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, here we are with the match against Donphanatic and the Tottenham Hotspur. I am so nervous. I haven't been this nervous since like week 1. Oh my god. So much riding on this match. Just pride. Both of us are very, very confident about this, so I have no idea how this is going to go. I'm not that confident anymore, simply because he's been confident. I have no idea, but let's go on Battle Start. Let's go on Battle Box. And let's see what the hell he's bringing. Here we go. Okay. Links will be in the description for Jack, Donphanatic. He's the founder of the PPL. He came up with the ideas. Please go check him out. He is bringing Cresselia, as I thought. He's bringing Terrakion. Yes, he's bringing Terrakion. He's bringing Tangrowth. Yeah. He's bringing Chandelure. He's bringing Togekiss. And he's bringing no Mega Alakazam. I see you. I see you. No Mega Alakazam. Okay, that's cool. Which means Spiritomb is useless. Awesome. Love it. It's not useless. It can OHKO Chandelure with a Sucker Punch, but I need to bear that in mind. I can also take a Dazzling Gleam from Togekiss. I have to bear that in mind too, but I can't do anything back to it. He's not bringing Durant. He's not bringing Raikou. But he's bringing Togekiss, Empoleon, Cresselia, Terrakion, Chandelure, and Tangrowth. That's cool. Okay, so what's my lead? What is my lead? I could do with getting off the box as soon as possible. But I think I'm just going to go with... oh, that's good to know, actually. Is my Infernape outspeeds his whole team? Regardless of who is Scarf. So other than Terrakion, it could be a speed type. He's also Scarf. So I am going to go with Infernape, I think. And depending what he leads with, I can U-turn. Or if he leads with Terrakion, then I can do something else. We'll figure it out. But we're going to lead with Infernape, I think. We'll lead with Infernape. Here we go! Week number 8 of the PPL against Donphanatic. Let's go. Okay, let's see what he leads with. Let's see what he leads with. I'm going to lead with Infernape, and he is going to go with... Angel of Hacks. Angel of Hacks, the Togekiss. Okay. That's okay with me. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to U-turn, and I'm going to go into my Vaporeon. It's my Togekiss switch, so let's go for the U-turn. Let's go into Vaporeon. That does negligible damage, as it is quad resisted. And I'm going to go into Vaporeon. I don't think Togekiss could do anything to a Vaporeon. So let's go straight into that. As he's going to go for the Dazzling Gleam. Yep, that was to be expected. Going to do minimal damage. Minimal damage. So I don't know what item this guy is. Not revealing the leftovers. So it could potentially be Scarf. Could be Yveltal to bluff that. I think I'm just going to go for a Scald, honestly. Getting a burn on anything would be nice. And yeah, what's his switch here? His switch could potentially be Tangrowth, but getting a burn on that would be very nice indeed. Let's see. Let's go for Scald. He's going to switch out, and he's going to go into Empoleon. Yeah, to be expected. To be expected. There's a Scald, and do we get a burn? No, no burn. Okay, that's fine. I don't think Empoleon can do much to a Vaporeon. Can it? Oh look. If Showdown would load, that would be nice. Empoleon, I'm pretty sure you can't do much to a Vaporeon. Unless he's physical, of course. He gets Grass Knot, but that won't do anything. There's not much he can do at all, actually. There's really not anything he can do. And whatever he hits me with, if it is physical, it won't be stabs. So, honestly, I'm just going to kind of scout what he wants to go for here and go for a wish. I don't see a reason why not to. Curious to see what he goes for here. As he's going to set up rocks. Yeah. That's okay. That's fine. It's a little bit annoying that Altair is going to be taking 25% off the stealth rocks before, but I do have boost, so probably not the end of the world. I don't have anything with the sash, so it shouldn't affect too much, I'm hoping. I'm now going to go for... just going to go for another skull, hope for a burn. Honestly. No reason why not. He is going to switch out. He's going to go into... back into Togekiss. Okay, that's fine. As I said, Vaporeon is my Togekiss switching, so I can just stay in and fire off skulls all day. That's going to do a decent amount. Not too much. I don't think it's a defensive build. I think that's an offensive one. So I think I'm just going to go for another Scald, because why not? You can try and flinch me to death. Well, that wouldn't be fun. But I really don't think Togekiss can do much to my Vaporeon at all. Really don't. He might have been predicting my Hippowdon to come in there or something. To, he's going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. He's going to do nothing. Absolutely nothing. Saw how much damage he did before. I'm just going to keep spamming Scald. Because why not? He's doing good damage. Wearing down his Togekiss. No reason why I shouldn't be going for Scald right now. I think, honestly, I'm going to go for Wish. That's my point. Just keep spamming Scald. I think I am gonna go for another Scald. Might be able to take him out. He is gonna switch out. Should have gone for a Wish, really. But that's okay. Gonna go out into MVP. That's his Cresselia. Can we get a burn on Cress? That would be cool. I hit the burn on Cress. Very nice, very nice. Not bad, not bad. That's going to help wear down Cresselia, which is nice. I mean, it does get Moonlight and all that stuff, so, you know, we can heal back up, but that's going to be nice. Let's try and wear him down a little bit. If he wants to start setting up, that's absolutely fine, because I have Raw, so I'm going to go for a Wish, see what he wants to do. He's going to go for Toxic. I should have thought that. That was kind of dumb. I don't have Heal Belt on anything, so that poison is there to stay, unfortunately. Now, at this point, I can go into Hippowdon, try and set up the sand, try and get an extra wheel and kill something, but don't know if that's what I want to do. I think he's probably just going to stay in. So I think what I'm going to do, he could potentially Moonlight this turn actually. I'm going to go into Hippowdon and get up the sand. So that's fine. I think that's my best play. I think I'm going to go into Hippowdon to set up the sand. And then based on what he does on that turn, I can judge my switching after that. I think that's probably the best thing to do right now. Let's get up the sand just so it's there. You know, I have the option to get an extra and try and kill something at some point. So I can get rid of these calcs actually. I have a page full of calcs right here. I've written it all down. So I can get rid of the Durant ones and the Raikou ones. So what don't I OHKO? If it's physically defensive Tangrowth, I don't OHKO unless I'm at +2. I OHKO Chandelure. I OHKO Terrakion. I don't OHKO Cress, although it's getting in range very soon. I OHKO Empoleon, and I OHKO the Togekiss at the range it's at. So I think I'm just going to go into a Hippowdon and get the sand up. I think that's probably my best. Probably the best thing to do right now. See what he wants to do. He could Moonlight very well right now. That's okay. I don't mind. So the sand is up, as he's going to go for Sunny. Oh, Sunny Day Cresselia. I see you! I see you, Sunny Day Cresselia. Oh, I'm so happy that he's actually brought that. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. I'm fairly certain Cresselia gets Solar Beam. he gets Solar Beam? Am I being crazy? Pretty sure he gets Solar Beam, I think. Celia, you get Solar Beam? Yes, it does. It gets Solar Beam. So I am not going to stay in with the Powdon right now. So I can go into Vaporeon because Solar Beam's still not going to do a damn thing. I think that's probably best. I think the Solar Beam is coming my way, which means I could go into Altaria. But I don't really want to be taking a Moonblast or anything like that. I think I'm going to go into... I should go into Altaria, really. I'm going to take big Stealth Rock damage, which does kind of suck, but we can deal with it. Let's go into Altaria. And let's see. Okay. See what he wants to go for here. Is he going to go for the Solar Beam? Moonlight. Okay. Okay. Just going to get HP back. That's cool. That's cool. I just need another opportunity to get Powdon in and set up the sand once again. So now, I'm in the sun. I could go for Flamethrower, but I feel like Hyper Voice is still probably going to do more. So let's see. Where are you? Altaria. Mega Altaria versus Cresselia. Cresselia. Plant that. In the sun, Hyper Voice still does more. So I think I'm just going to Mega and I'm going to go for a Hyper Voice. Because he can very well go into Empoleon right now. If I'm that real, I could go for an Earthquake, but I don't think I'm going to. So I'm going to Mega and I'm going to go for a Hyper Voice. He's going to stay in. I'm going to get my Mega off and I'm going to go for the Hyper Voice to see what he wants to do. He does have Ice Beam, but I am specially defensive, so I should be able to take this. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely eat that up. I'm going to fire off this Hyper Voice, see how much this does. That's decent damage. I think he's physically defensive. Let's see here. He's max HP. Yeah, he's physically defensive, which is good to know. I'm going to go for a Roost to get my HP back. Because why not? He's going to withdraw and I'm going to go for Roost, which is nice. And he's going to bring out Empoleon. Now, I'm going to Earthquake at this point. But I feel like a Flash Cannon is going to do a fair amount. And I don't know if he's physical or not. All I've seen is Rocks. I'm assuming he has Rocks and Defog. And I would assume Flash Cannon and Scald. Probably. But I do want to check how much a Flash Cannon from Empoleon would do to me. So, Empoleon, Flash Cannon, not going to do much, unless he has Special Attack Investment, it's going to do less than half. So I'm tempted to fire off an Earthquake right now. I'm going to go for an Earthquake, because there's still 2 hit KO unless he's physically defensive. In fact, it's a chance to 2-hit KO. So I think I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. Why not? I'm going to get up the CQ. See how much this does. Just about half, yeah. What I expected is he's going to go for a Scald, hoping for a burn. Don't get the burn. Don't be that guy. Oh, no burn. Woo! Thank God for that, because if I'd have got burned, then I couldn't have killed him with another Earthquake. Woo! Very nice. Now, he could expect the Earthquake and go into Cresselia. He could go into Togekiss. Either of which are absolutely fine. I have switches for both of them. So I see no reason to not go for another Earthquake, honestly. Because there's no reason not to. Yeah, I really don't see a reason not to go for another Earthquake. If he switches in Togekiss, then it's a speed tie if he's uninvested, although he seems like an offensive build, so I would assume he has some kind of speed investment. He does speed and go for Dazzling Gleam, which would do a butt ton of damage, but I could kill Togekiss if I wanted to after that. I'm going just going to go for another Earthquake. He could go out into Cresselia right now. No, he's going to stay in. Does this kill? Does this kill? Can we take out Empoleon? Yes! Very nice! Empoleon's down. Awesome! That's great. That's really great. That's very nice indeed. So, Mega Altaria picking up a kill. Very nice. Very nice. He's going to bring out the Togekiss, as I expected. How much does a Dazzling Gleam do from Togekiss? Togekiss, let's say max special attack, let's say modest, if he is offensive. Let's say Dazzling Gleam. It doesn't kill me, and I kill him with a Hyper Voice. I mean, is there a reason not to? He can't kill me, unless he gets a crit. So I think I'm just going to go for a Hyper Voice. He's going to go for Dazzling Gleam. It shouldn't kill me unless it's a crit. Yep. I'm going to fire for Hyper Voice, and Togekiss is down. Boom! Togekiss down. Altaria picking up another kill. Altaria meant to be a special wall getting 2 kills. Not bad. Not bad. He's going to bring out George Bush, which is his Tangrowth. I can get up a free Roost right now. Because I do outspeed you. I think that's probably my best play. Oh, I'm in the sun. The sun's going to run out, and I have Flamethrower. Oh, no. Choices. Choices. Tangrowth. Flamethrower's going to do a lot of damage. If you're max HP, let's say you're Assault Vest. That's going to do so much damage, but he can take me out probably with anything. What do I need Altaria for? It has to be a switch of the Chandelure. I still need Altaria. I'm going to go for the Roost. I'm going to go for the Roost. He outspeeds. He outspeeds me. Oh man, he's a quick Tangrowth. Okay, he's a quick Tangrowth. I say, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I just real quick need to write this down. Let's bring it. Tangrowth picking up the kill on Mega Altaria. Okay, now. Infernape can't kill at that range, if he's physically defensive. Escadrille can't kill. I feel like my best place to go into Hippowdon and then switch out into Vaporeon to try and use it as a pivot. Because I feel like if I bring in Hippowdon, he's going to stay in and go for something like a Giga Drain, which would give me a chance to go into Excadrill. What do we have on Spiritomb? I think I'm going to go into Spiritomb and I'm going to go for Pursuit, because I don't think he'd want to take a Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, I'm going to go into Spiritomb and I'm going to go for a Pursuit. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Pursuit. I think that's my best play. I don't see him staying in. I really don't. I don't think he'd want to take a Will-O-Wisp. I know he's special, but I still don't think he'd want to take a Will-O-Wisp. I could see him going out into Crest. Or even Chandelure. Let's go for Pursuit. He's going to set up the side again. Okay. Oh, Christ, he's Chlorophyll, isn't he? Tangrowth gets Chlorophyll, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I'm pretty sure Tangrowth gets Chlorophyll. Let's see. Come on. Tangrowth. Yeah, you get Chlorophyll. You are a Chlorophyll Tangrowth. That's terrifying. So I need to get the sand up as soon as possible. He is special, and I don't think he can take out Vaporeon, but I don't really want to risk it. And as I said, this Spiritomb was here for Mega Alakazam, which he didn't even bring. But it can Sucker Punch the Chandelure, so I do kind of want to keep it around. Let's see. I think I'm just going to Sucker Punch. Yeah, let's just Sucker Punch. Gonna get this off. See how much this does. It's good damage. As he can go for the Solar Beam. Yeah, so he's gonna fire for Solar Beam against Spiritomb. Let's see if I can take this. I'm max HP, but this is probably an offensive Tangrowth. Oh, we live it! We live it on 5 HP. He's a Life Orb Tangrowth, and we absolutely live that. Oh my lord. I think I'm going to go for a Shadow Sneak at this point, because if he wants to go for like a Synthesis or something like that, I can get off a Shadow Sneak. I don't know if it's going to kill him. This is going to be close. I could just go for a Pain Split, but I don't know. This Tangrowth gets Synthesis, because if he gets it, I'm 97% sure he does get Synthesis. I could see him going for it this turn. He doesn't want to take a Sucker Punch because it will kill him, so I could see him going for a Synthesis. He's in the sun, which means he'd get 100% back. So I could really see him going for Synthesis, which means I could Pain Split, but that's not going to help because I barely took a Solar Beam that time. I'm going to have to go for Shadow Sneak and hope this kills. Let's go! Shadow Sneak, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Sneak. Let's go! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Kill. Not even close. Not even close, and he's going to get off that Synthesis. Should have gone for a Pain Split, really, but, you know, what can you do? Oh, he doesn't get 100%. I thought it was 100% in the sun. 75% from the looks of things. Now. Good Sucker Punch. Make a Shadow Sneak. I'm going to go for Sucker Punch. Let's get damage off on this Tangrowth. He's running his course, I think. Spiritomb's running his course. So that's fine. That's good damage. Good damage. Let's go for the Sludge Bomb. That's fine. He's going to take out Spiritomb. So Spiritomb is down to Tangrowth. Now, I want to get up the sand. I really want to get up the sand. Because Infernape will not outspeed, because he's Chlorophyll. How well can Vaporeon take a potential Giga Drain, let's say? What can Vaporeon do back to it? There's no point. I have to get up the sand at this point. How well can Excadrill take a Giga Drain? Excadrill. Excadrill, where are you? Nope. Nope, there you are. Okay. Tangrowth. From max special attack. Modest. Life Orb. Giga Drain. It's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. I can't kill him. I can't kill him. He's going to be able to kill Infernape with a Sludge Bomb, pretty sure. Infernape can't take hits for anything. I think I have to try it though. I have to go out into Infernape and try and get off a Fire Punch. I think that's what I'm going to have to do right now. I can kill Tangrowth. It's a lie. I'm going to go into a Powder and get up the sand. And I'm going to go into Excadrill. Okay. I can see him going for a Solar Beam. How much does Solar Beam do to an Excadrill? Oh, it kills it. Straight up kills it. Okay. Excadrill not a switch right now. He can't go for Solar Beam because the sand is up. It will take 2 turns. He may have Giga Drain or something along those lines, but he cannot go for Solar Beam because it will take him 2 turns. I think I'm going to go into Infernape. I think I might die to a Sludge Bomb, honestly. I have to check this. Life Orb. Sludge Bomb. Oh no, it doesn't kill me. I'm going to go into Infernape then, I think. Yeah, let's go into Infernape. I could see him going for a sunny day. But I think we'll just have to deal with it. Let's go into Infernape. See what he goes for. He is going to go for the sunny day. So now he is going to outspeed us, but I don't think he can kill us with a solar beam. He may carry Earthquake. That could definitely be a thing. Uninvested Earthquake doesn't kill us, but any other kind of Earthquake will. If he has some kind of investment. That's a modest as well, so it's minus attack. Hey, do you get Earth Power? No, you don't. I don't know what he could go for here. This is something like Hidden Power Flying. I guess Confusion, that could be a thing. I think I'm just going to have to go for a Fire Punch. Can't though, I can't if he brings in Chandelure. I can't go for Fire Punch. I have to go for the U-turn. He is going to switch out. Thank God I did not go for Fire Punch. Okay, yeah, he's going to bring in Chandelure. Thank God for that. Whew! I got worried then. Okay. So now the sun is up, which is not good. I need to get the sand up as soon as possible. Which I could do now, but then I can't take a hit. I outspeed Chandelure with Excadrill as long as it's not Scarfed, or actually, in fact, if he's timid, he'd probably outspeed me. Which could very well be a thing. Could go into Vaporeon and fire off a Scald, but I'm in the sun, so it's not going to do anything. Could go into a Powdon, set up the sand once more. How much does a Powdon take from an Energy Ball from a Chandelure? Gonna be too much. I know it is. You can probably kill me, can't you? Yeah, you can kill me if you're a Life Orb. Yep, you kill me if you're Life Orb. Well, that's fantastic. I'm gonna go back into a Powdon, set the sand once again. I'll set the sand. I'm gonna switch out because the sand is too important. I think I'm gonna go into Vaporeon. As terrible as a switch as that is, I think I'm gonna go into Vaporeon. In fact, what I'm going to do is go back out to Infernape. So I don't see him going for anything other than Energy Ball right now. He might not even have Energy Ball, he might just have Solar Beam if Chandelure gets that. So he might switch out. I think I'm going to go back into Infernape. I think I have to. Go into Infernape. I think he stayed in. Let's see. Will-O-Wisp. Whew! Oh god, that's scary. Okay. Now. I outspeed this Chandelure. No item on him. Obviously can't go for the fire move, and I could very well see him going back out into Tangrowth. I think I'm going to go for a Stone Edge. It hits nothing else on his team other than this Chandelure, and I do not envision him staying in. But I think I'm going to go for a Stone Edge. I can't hit him with Fire Punch or Mach Punch, so I can either Stone Edge or I can U-turn right now. Do I predict him to switch out? Probably. So do I go for the U-turn? What if he stays in though? Then what do I do? I have to go into Vaporeon if I do that. I think I'm going to go for U-turn. Because if he switches out, I have to get initiative. Absolutely have to get initiative. So let's go for that U-turn. He is going to switch out. Yes! That's good. That's good. That's good. Absolutely have to get initiative right now. He's going to go into Crest. That is perfect. Because I can go into Excadrill and I can kill this Crest right now. See how much this U-turn does. Decent damage, that is, to be fair. I can go right on out into Excadrill. And I can pop him with an X-Scissor right now. So let's go. Into Excadrill. And I'm going to go for X-Scissor. He's almost going to die. I don't need to go for X-Scissor. I'm so tempted to go for Swords Dance, but I know he's just going to go for a Sunny Day. I'm so tempted. Do we need to though? With Tangrowth not having Regenerator. I'm gonna go for... I'm gonna go for Iron Head. Yeah, he stays in. Crest is down. Okay. Cresselia is down. Killed by Excadrill. Okay, this could be it. This could be the closing stage of the matches. Come on. He's got Terrakion, Chandelure, and Tangrowth, all of which we outspeed. I can kill him from that range with X-Scissor. I can kill him from that range with an X-Scissor. Let's do this, Excadrill. Come on. Come through, come through, come through. X-Scissor should take him out. X-Scissor should take him out. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Take him out, take him out, take him out, take him out. Yes! That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Tangrowth is down. Tangrowth is down. In comes Excadrill. Guacamole coming through again. I can't even talk right now. He's got 2 perks left, Terrakion and Chandelure, both of whom we outspeed, and both of whom, if they don't have an air balloon, I can pop with an Earthquake, and that should be the game. That should be the game. Just please do not have an air balloon. Do not have an air balloon. Come on. He doesn't have an air balloon. I can go for Earthquake, and I will kill him. According to my counts, guaranteed OHKO, regardless of his investment. I'm pretty sure. Don't have the berry. Don't have the damn ground berry, or I will be extremely mad. Come on. He has no berry. Let's go. Let's get this Earthquake off. This should kill. This should kill. This should kill. This should kill. Yes! There we go! That is what I'm talking about. Terrakion is down. Excadrill picking up another kill. And now his last poke is Chandelure, who I don't know what item he has, but he doesn't have an air balloon, that much is for damn true. So I'm going to go straight for the Earthquake. This should take him out. This should take him out. Come on. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go for the Earthquake. Let's take out this Chandelure, and that's going to be the game. Come on. Yes! There we go. Guacamole coming through once again. Once again. Guacamole putting in the absolute finest of work. Yes! Nice victory, nice victory. That's a 4-0 victory over Donphanatic. Excadrill picking up 4 kills once again. Ah, too good, too good. Jack, you played absolutely fantastically. I was so happy to see you bring Sunny Day. Absolutely spectacular. And you played so well. You did not let me get on my stand at all. But, yes. Very happy we picked up that win. We're on winning ways now. We're now at a 500 differential. We've got 4 wins, 4 losses after week 8. And we're only going up from here, baby. We are only going up from here. Nottingham Forest Girls picking up another win. And next week, in week number 9, we're facing the Pittsburgh Pyroar and their coach, Slyro. A very good friend of mine with a very threatening team. But mark my words, we will put on a great performance once again. This has been the PPL. Make sure to go in the description for links to Donphanatic and as well as my own links too. And I will see you guys next week for week number 9. See you guys then. Toodaloo.